Yet another example with x's in the denominator. If you did the last example successfully, this one will be a piece of cake. If you have not given this one a try yet, and you did watch the video for the last example, I encourage you to try this one without help. So give this one a pause, and then try it yourself. Then resume the video, see if you did it right. So what we need to do is we need to convert all of our powers in the denominator to powers in the numerator, but with negative exponents. So the stuff that's already in the numerator gets to stay there. So this 4 is going to stay here. We'll just multiply instead. So it'll be 4 times x to the minus 1. Because technically speaking, 4 over x to the first is the same thing as 4 times 1 over x, technically speaking. So we're kind of just skipping a step there. All right, do the same thing in the second term. So this minus 2 gets to stick around. Then you have x to the minus 2 power by bringing the thing in the denominator up to the numerator and negating the exponent. And we do the same thing here with this 5. So we have 5 times x to the minus 3. All we did, bring the exponent, the power in the denominator, the stuff in the denominator up to the top, and negate the power. That's all we did. All right, so now that we're set up the way we need things to be, we can now use the power rule. So, deriving this as you normally would, I'm going to skip this step in all the arrows because hopefully you can do that yourself at this point. So I'm just going to derive this and pray that you follow along. So we have minus 1 times 4, x to the minus 2, minus, okay, now we're going to handle the second term. So we have minus 2 times minus 2, x to the minus 3, plus 5 times minus 3, x to the minus 4. Just using the power rule, that's all we did. And then simplify algebraically, so you have minus 4, x to the minus 2, and then so you have, in the second term, minus 2 times minus 2. That becomes plus 4. Then we have x to the minus 3, nothing changes about the exponent. And then we have in the third term, minus 15, x to the minus 4. Okay, so you're done at that point. It's completely simplified. If you like, you can reconvert your negative exponents to fractions. So you have minus 4 x squared plus 4 over x cubed minus 15 over x to the fourth. Kind of undoing what we did at the very beginning. Okay, so either one of these answers is completely acceptable for the sake of finding a derivative. My word of advice would be don't ever do more work than is absolutely required unless you are really confident in what you're doing. So once you find a derivative and simplify as much as has been asked of you, leave it there. The more writing you do, the more likely you are to make mistakes because you're human. So that's that example.